Hey everyone, we're back again working on my 2010 Lancer. Today we're actually going to be working on specifically the side skirts for the car. We got those in. On the car there's nothing there right now, but I'll show you what it currently looks like. I'll show you what the side skirts look like. They're not painted yet, only because there's a few steps we have to do before they get painted, just so they look good once they're all painted and they're ready to go on. So let's have a look at what the car looks like now. So pretty straightforward. You've seen it in every video so far. You can see right there, just around the bottom. There's nothing there currently. Some of the models do come with some side skirts. They look fine. I'll show you what the ones we have look like. I think they look a bit better. It will match the flow of the rest of the car. They are the FQ400 series. I got these specifically from mrbodykits.com.au. I'll put a link down to them below, so check them out. Really good, really custom stuff, really quick shipping as well. So yeah, it should flow with the whole design. It should look pretty good. So let's take a look what they look like. So here's what it currently looks like. As I showed you before, where it will sit. On this one, it's got a little air section that will lead to a little grill, and that should sort of match the design of the front and rear bumpers. If you haven't checked out that video, I would recommend it. I'll put a cue card up the top for you to check that one out after this. But yeah, pretty straightforward. What we have to do for prep is quite simply to mount it. We just have to drill some holes on this side and the other side, just so it sits right on the bumper. So we'll show you where we drilled the holes, where we mounted it. We'll see what works for us. Might work differently for you. These came with about 10 screws, so we'll see what we have to use. But yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so the first thing we have to do is get the wheels off, because we have to work inside the arch here. Just drill a few holes into there as well as on the other side. Just makes it easier to take off the wheels. So if you go into your boot of the car, you can get your jack stand off. We've got a second one, so it just makes it a bit easier. If you got a second one, definitely do what we're doing. But let's get the wheels off. Alright, so there we go, wheels are off. Probably should give them a clean while they're off. Probably a good recommendation. Save just two things at once. Looking at the front wheel here, there's two screws here. We found it's only the bottom one that we have to take off and drill a hole for, and we usually drill one or two more. Here we tested on the other side already, just so we know what we're doing, can show you the right steps. Coming along the back, the camera, there we go. There's no screws you need to take off. You just need to just line up where you want to go. So we usually it's about here is where the top of the side skirt comes to. So we usually do one about here, one here, one here, and one here, and that should hold it in. We've noticed in the very middle that it somewhat wobbles in and out because it's not 100% flush. Could be the car, could be manufacturing. See how yours fits. What we're going to do once it's painted, we're just going to put some mounting tape along the top inside the door where it's going to sit, and that should fix the issue. But we'll show you what it looks like and what we actually end up doing once it's painted and all done. It's just a quick jump back to the front. What we noticed as well, there isn't a whole lot of room for screws to go in, so you have to line it up pretty spot on, especially down the bottom and the side here. So definitely the one that goes there, another one here. So just go really careful, go really slow, because otherwise you're going to end up with extra holes in the side skirt, so we don't need. But for now, let's just put it on and get some of the holes in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so once you're ready to lighten it up, we've found just helping keep it in place is some duct tape or any sort of tape that will just connect the side skirts to the body. Then once you've drilled in a few holes, it should hold itself. So we just got the duct tape, a little Stanley knife just to cut the duct tape so we don't stretch it and it goes funny. there we go. So from there it should hold, and then all we do while we're drilling is just push it into place right where you need to go, and then drill it, and then we can take the tape off. So let's start drilling. We'll do the back first because we found that's easier to start with. Okay, now that you got it on, you can see what it looks like. Definitely, as I said before, it matches the front lip of the car. Now the whole thing goes like that the whole way across. So it does look a bit nicer, but something's missing. It's not in the right color. It's just the plastic at the moment. We need to get it painted, so let's get that done right now. And there it is, we got them painted. They're finally on. Looks amazing. Pretty much same fitment as before. You screw where we drilled, put the screws back in, fit them in. We did have to do a little bit of gluing just along the top corners where it goes up, just to help it stay flush with the body as much as possible. But outside that, yeah, they look great. Lowers the whole car, so it doesn't physically lower the car, but it makes it look a lot lower because the front bumper now matches. We'll probably already explain this earlier in the video. This was filmed much after everything you've already seen. But yeah, it definitely makes it look a lot better on the road, as well as just looking at it in general. But yeah, that's basically how we did that. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I hope you're able to follow along. If you enjoyed, hit like, subscribe if you want to. We obviously appreciate everyone who subscribes. Looks forward to seeing more work done on the car. If you have any suggestions on what we should do next, put a comment down below, and yeah, we'll read them. I usually reply to as many as I can with any questions you have, where I got them. I'll try to put a link to where I got these in the description for you all. But until the next part that we put on, have fun.